hope you're well. Hope you're having a nice weekend. So another video today. This one is a bit of a collaboration, so I do want to give credit to the person who wrote the original script. So her name is Mariah Ann, and I'm going to put a little link down below to check out her channel. She'd created a very basic game within the Mushi editor, like a jar game, and very straightforward, very good video, very easy to follow. And as I say, there'll be a link for that if you do want to check her channel out. So I started with her Mushi storyboard, let's call it, and I wanted to add some flourishes, my own personal touches, and some extra little bits just to bring the whole thing to life and give it a little bit more detail. So I thought we'll do that now. Let's get stuck in. So first thing I'm going to do is, let me just see if I can, got to make sure that we have admin enabled as well. Yeah, we do. We've got our admin panel enabled. Now, for those of you who've watched my videos before, you'll need a thespian for this. If you don't know how to do that, again, I've covered it a million times. Go back and check how do I add thespians. I won't go through all of that again today. We'll just dive straight into the Mushi editor and the storyboard for this game. So this is what I've decided to call Karen's coin game, and it fits nicely in with my bar. We've got 3 tankards on the table, and she's going to have a gold coin underneath the tankard, and we've got to pick the one. But it's 10 silver coins to play, and they're going to be physical. So you can do this with funds, you can do this with Pippi money, but I like the idea of having a coin enter your inventory, and we do have an exchange guy round the corner where I can exchange those for Pippi funds if I want to, but that's a different video for another day. So let's dive straight in. So we're going to edit our thespian. I'm going to make sure GUI is unticked and she's set to dialogue, and we're going to jump in and we're going to launch this Mushi editor. So this screen I'm sure you've seen before if you've been watching my videos. So the first thing we want to do is we want to set up a condition, because like when we set up our bar lady, I want I want Karen to check, have we played this game before? Now with this game, where it's giving us currency, I don't want there to be an exploit. I don't want the player to keep coming back and back and back and playing over and over and over again. I want there to be a little bit of a cool down. There's going to be a bit of a story. So it's going to check, does this player have the quest? And the quest is going to be called Gold Coin Game. Okay, and we're going to link it. So links created. The next thing I want is I want 2 dialogue boxes, because Karen is going to talk to us. She's going to talk to us if the dialogue, if we've already accepted the quest and there's a cooldown, or if not. So first of all, I'm going to cover off if we haven't played the game before. So we'll select false, we'll link it, and I'm going to say, would you like to play a game? If you can guess which of these 3 tankards the gold coin is in, I will give it to you. The gold coin, that is, not it. It costs 10 silver to play. Do you want to play? Okay. I don't think we need do you want to play. We'll just put it costs 10 silver to play. Okay. So we want the option to respond. So let's add a couple of option nodes, and we'll link those in there. We're going to link that one first, and we'll link that one second for the order that they appear in. And we're going to say, okay, I'll play. Or Not right now. Thanks. Okay. So these are the two paths that we're going to be taking it down. So if we don't want to play right now, we want the dialogue to close. So again, what we need is an action node. So we select the action node, we close the dialogue, and there we go. We link it up. That's it. That's that part of the dialogue closed. So again, remember, it'll take us back to the beginning. So yes, we do want to play. Again, just like our Barbara the barmaid, we want to check, Karen wants to check we're good for the money before we start wagering, because she's going to beat us up otherwise. So we need a condition node. She's not very nice, Karen. So she is checking, have we got the 15 silver that we're saying we're good for? So silver coins, show me the money. And we're checking, have you got said 10 silver coins? There we go. So we've put the condition in, which will take us now to the next step. Now, again, this is true or false. So again, if we haven't got it, I want her to say something about it. I want her to say, you don't have enough coins. Come back to me when you're good for the money. You time waster. And because it's going to take a little while to read that, I'm going to stick an action node and I'm going to stick a wait node in here as well. So again, we're going to up this, and there's quite a bit of dialogue there. So I think what we'll probably do is we'll up it to, let's say, 6 seconds. So bear with me, talk amongst yourselves. Right. Oh, let's just say 5. There we go. So we'll link that to that one, and we'll link this one to this action node. And again, we want the dialog box to close. So we're going to close dialogue, okay? Which means it'll then take us to back to the very beginning, okay? So, the quest hasn't even started yet. That's the other important thing to remember. So, we want another dialog box here. So it's checked our inventory, it's gone, yep, you have those silver coins, you're not messing about. I want her to say, excellent, excellent. Go ahead and pick a tankard. No touchy, touchy. No touching. Okay. Okay. So the next thing that we do is we want the option to pick the tankards. So we need 3 option nodes. Tankard 1, tankard 2, tankard 3. So let's line these up because we like to keep it nice and tidy. And again, link that one, link that one, and link that one. And we'll call this one the left tankard, whoops, capitals, the left tankard. I'll have this one as the right, and we'll have the last one as the bottom. Sorry, what am I doing? It's been a long day. So the left, the middle, and the right. So those are our options. Now, when we pick a tankard, this is the moment where we're engaging in the bet. We're engaging in the quest. So we need a couple of action nodes here, because the first thing we need is we wanted to take the money out of our inventory, because otherwise we're playing the game for free. So let's link all of these to the remove item, and we're going to search for our 10 silver coins. Okay. And then we want it to do something else, don't we? We want it to engage in giving us the quest at this point. Now, remember me saying about this exploit at the beginning, right the way back here? has this person got a quest? I don't want the ability for them to be able to come back minute after minute and do it. So I'm going to set this to 1 hour for the quest. Okay, so 1 hour. In 1 hour you'll be able to play the quest again. Now remember what I said before, we need this to match exactly, so we're going to copy the quest name, we're going to put it in there. Now I don't particularly want to notify the player at this point because they know that they're engaging in it. The money's going to be taken out of the inventory, they'll see that pop up down the bottom left and they'll have selected the tankard, so they know that they're engaging in the quest. We don't need anything more there. But what we want now is 3 options and 3 variables, and this is where Mariah has been a real genius. So we've got the randomizer node here, which will pick from the next selection we input. On our output, we're going to have 3 different variables. So let's create 2 dialog boxes and an action box, and these are going to be our outcomes. So 33.3% chance, yeah? So we'll select that one, we'll select that one, and we'll select that one. And this randomizer node will completely randomly pick out of these 3 outcomes, okay? So that's it. So the first one I want to go, ha ha, empty. What a shame. Thanks for the coins. I'm off to buy a drink. Come back in an hour if you want to play again. Now I don't want it to stop there because I want there to be a sort of an acknowledgement. Oh, I've lost. So in this instance I want 2 action nodes here, and I'm almost going to set up a fake quest, as it were, just so I can get that lovely bit of dialogue at the very top in bold. And I want it to say, if I say, let me see, complete quest, I want it to say complete quest because the game's been completed, even though we know the quest hasn't been completed because it's a completely different thing. I just want it to read right. I don't want it to say delete quest. I just want it to say complete quest. You lost. So you lost, exclamation mark, and I want it to notify the player that they know that they lost, and I now want this quest to be deleted. And the reason I want the you lost quest to be deleted is because if I didn't put that action node in there, any admin who's in the admin panel who's checking on a player are going to have a million you lost notifications. So we want it to delete and keep it nice and tidy for the sake of the admin. So what we'll do is we'll link those up, you lost, and that's that. Okay, excellent. So the second dialog box, I want it to say oops, wrong choice, it's empty. I'm off to buy a drink. Come back in an hour if you want to play again. Okay, so very similar. And we're going to do the same thing again here. Because this is an outcome, I want the action node to say you lost, and I want it to also delete that quest. Okay, so that's what I want to have happen here. I want them to both go to you lost, and I want the quest to be deleted. Okay, excellent stuff. So let's say we win. I want the quest to be completed, and I want to call this one you won. Okay, and I want it to notify the player. I now want a bit of dialogue, and I want her to say, what? You must have cheated. Fine. here. Take your gold coin. I'm going off. No, I'm going to get drunk. Leave me alone, I'm going to get drunk. Okay. So that's what I wanted it to say. Now again, there's quite a bit of dialogue there. So I want, now I want another wait node because I want the player to be able to read it without everything closing down. So I'm going to up this one to, I mean, you could add an option node there just saying thanks and closing the dialogue, but I think it's nicer to have a little bit of a wait node. So let's do 3 seconds there. And what we'll do now is we will do another action node. We want to delete this quest U1 because again we don't want this appearing in the admin section for a player. We don't need to notify the player of this, it's just happening in the background. And I want one more action node there because this time she's going to provide us with our gold coin because we won the bet. So she's going to give an item, we're going to select our gold coin, there we are, use selected, and she's going to give it us to the value of 1. Now we want a new option node here, just linking to these two saying see you later. There we go. Actually, we could link it in. There we go. So they're both linked. It'll both have a button at the end saying see you later. And then one more action node here, just closing that dialogue off, keeping it nice and tidy. Now, we've engaged in this game, we've played it, we've lost or won, whatever it might be, and the dialogue box is closed. Now, if we try and play again, I want it to do something. So I'm going to come right the way back here to the beginning and I'm going to select true and I'm going to link it to this dialog box here. So we've played and I want her to say, can't you see I'm drinking? Come back in an hour when I'm feeling better if you want to play the game. Come back in an hour. If you, no, I'll put come back in an hour if you want to play again because feeling better suggests that she's won on every one. So come back in an hour if you want to play again. What's going on here? Okay, whatever. We've got some characters. Hold on. If you want to play a game. Okay, and then I want another button here. That's going to bother me. We want another button, so we'll select an option node. And it's going to say, see you later, alligator. There we go. And we want the dialog box to close. So we'll do that. Now, that should be everything. So let's make sure we've linked all our links. Yes, we have. Yes, we have. Okay. So, drum roll, this should work. So we file, we save, we file, we close, and we hit apply. So, let me just check first. Because I've got some gold coins, I've got some silver coins in my inventory. Let's talk to Karen. Karen the gambler. Would you like to play a game? If you can guess which of these 3 tankards the gold coin is in, I'll give it to you. It costs 10 silver to play. Oh, check your spelling, people. It costs 10 silver to play. We'll go back and amend that in a bit. Okay, I'll play. Excellent, so she's checked that the money's there. Go ahead, pick a tankard, no touching. The middle tankard. Oh, I won, yes. What? You must have cheated. Fine, here, take your gold coin. Leave me alone, I'm going to get drunk. So you saw that pop up there. You won. And that's what I wanted. I wanted that sort of recognition that flowed a little bit better, a little bit more to it. She's telling us that, you know, we got the gold coin, but we also get that lovely little pop up at the end, which is quite nice. Leave me alone, I'm going to get drunk. See you later. So now if we try again, she'll go, can't you see I'm drinking? Come back in an hour if you want to play again. See you later. So now there's a timer on there for an hour where we can't play again. Now, if you're testing this out, of course, and you need to get back in to run it to make sure, you know, everything's still working right, you don't want to be waiting around for an hour. So if you go into your admin panel and you go to your view quest flags, you'll see there we've got gold coin game not completed. So it will complete itself automatically after an hour because we set that timer for it to expire. Okay, so that's what's going on here. So that's what we want to have happen. Now again, all you need to do is remove the flag and close it if you want to test it and run it again. So let's do it again. Okay, I'll play. Excellent. Middle tankard. I lost. Completed. You lost. What a shame. I'm off to buy a drink. Come back again. Now let's say again, just one more thing. I know I'm probably overdoing the points, but if I take those silver coins out and I talk to Karen, let's just go back into my admin panel. Let's take out that quest, remove that flag, go back in and talk to her. Would you like to play a game? Okay, I'll play. She says you don't have enough coins. Come back when you're good for the money, you time waster. And it closes. So that's it really, guys, in a nutshell. Again, once again, I'd like to thank the lovely lady who made the original video for the jar game. That was the basis for Karen's script, really, for the coin game. So, as I say, it was really just building on what she created for us to enjoy. But like I say, one more time, I'll leave her a little link in the description. If you guys have any questions about any of this, do let me know. And of course, if you have been cool enough to stick around to the end, you can check out the link down below to the mega site that will have the picture created, the storyboard for this, and it'll also have the Mushi String. So you'll be able to copy and paste this into here from the text document that I'll send you, and then you can pop it straight in. But if you've been following along, then of course you'll have it already set up. Anyway, that was it, guys. Thanks very much for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, it really helps me out, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ra!